Hello, Zach. This is Elijah. We are here for your collective right now to give them a teaching on ecstasy. Ecstasy being the true state of being of their higher self. Ecstasy is the natural state of being for every soul tuning in right now to this transmission. Ecstasy is a way of being, one's natural way of being, that the soul can simply choose to experience. There is nothing that one needs to really do or become in order to experience the essence of one's true, authentic higher self. Ecstasy is revealed as your true state of being when you decide to surrender the need for the moment to be anything other than what it is. And so this is merely a pathway of surrendering your expectations, your hold, your need for control of the moment. Ecstasy is the state of being that the spirit naturally rests in as it is in full embrace of what is now. This is a state of surrendered acceptance. This is a state essentially of joy. The individual watching this transmission right now merely has to practice using the moment to let go of its preconceived notions, of its judgments, of its control mechanisms, of its need for the moment to be a certain way in order to justify that soul to feel the way it wants to truly feel. This is the way of the ego. The ego mind would have the moment be exactly what it would expect it to be or need for it to be in order so that it doesn't experience fear. It tries to control reality so that it does not experience what it actually is run by, which is fear. It wants to keep the individual mind in a state of unconsciousness, in this kind of numbed out comfort, so that it is unaware of what it is afraid of. The spirit would rather embrace what is. And when the spirit is given the opportunity to embrace what is, ecstasy is its natural understanding of reality. Ecstasy is its natural way of being. The spirit then does not need to try to become ecstatic. It does not need to do anything to rest in ecstasy. Ecstasy is its natural state. And its natural state is what is experienced when it is allowed. And so look for the ways in which you and your mind, rather, are programmed to look upon the present moment. What are the programs that run inside of your awareness in each and every moment? Do not wait for intense triggers. Those will arise. However, it is not necessary to wait for intense moments, intense what you call triggers, to show you your programming. Your programming is running all day long. This is the reason why you are not in ecstatic states all day long. So therefore, become aware, become observant, watch yourself as you interact with daily living, and notice what is the way that I'm currently thinking about this moment. What are the thought patterns that are running through my mind? What are the feeling states that are present in my body? What do they feel like? Where do I feel them? If nothing is there feeling-wise, simply notice the way that you are perceiving and go easy on yourself as you practice this game of watching, observing, listening. This is the teaching of witnessing. Witnessing, being the spirit beyond the mind. The spirit is the awareness beyond your human identity. It is the awareness, it is the state of being that is capable of watching your mind. When you think of the task of watching the mind, ask yourself, who is watching? If I am always identifying as the mind, then I am not identifying as the spirit. As you practice watching the mind, you are then identifying as the spirit. That is why it is possible to watch the mind, and this is what proves that you are not the mind, you are not the thoughts. The mind is a program. It is a collection of remembered thoughts, which have become beliefs, and emotions from past experiences that are only there because they've been held onto. This is what forms your daily thinking, your daily feeling, and your daily acting. When you start to notice the programmed ways of thinking, feeling, and acting that are dominating your day-to-day moments, you will become aware of the programming that is determining the quality of your life. As you notice this, you will then choose to watch. You will then choose to detach, to let go, to surrender the need for that program to always be active because it feels familiar. There will be fear in letting it go as it feels familiar, and your mind feels uncomfortable with letting go that which it has become familiar with. It grows identified with that which it has become familiar with and believes mistakenly that it will die when you choose to surrender a familiar way of being, a familiar emotion, a familiar thought pattern, a familiar projection or perspective. When you have the courage to surrender that familiar perspective and choose instead to allow for the light of your spirit to show you what it would have you experience, you will then become more accustomed, more at peace with allowing your spirit to drive your body, to inform your awareness, to inform your actions and your movements and your feelings. You will then become okay with experiencing new realities, new feelings, new relationships as you let go of being attached to what you always thought was your only existence, your only identity. As you become familiar with surrendering, surrendering will bring more peace. It will show you the light and the truth of what you actually are, which is an ecstatic being. Ecstasy, therefore, will become your natural state of mind, your natural state of body, your natural state of emotion. And ecstasy is what you will share with the world. Ecstasy is the way in which you will experience the world because you have only ever experienced yourself. Up until the point at which you master the choice to surrender and embrace the totality of that which you authentically are, you have only ever experienced your programmed consciousness. That has been a reflection of what is in your unconscious mind. You have only ever experienced, for the most part, what is within your unconscious mind. So ask yourself, do you wish to continue to experience more of what is stored within your unconscious mind? Or do you wish to experience the light, the truth of your essence? If that is your choice, then bring that choice into the moment and choose to watch, choose to observe, choose to notice what you have become unconscious of. Make the unconscious conscious. Notice the way that you're thinking. Notice the way that you're feeling and simply begin to watch it. As you watch it, you will be not identifying with it. Therefore, you will be breaking away. You will be breaking free from the hold that the programs have had on you throughout your life. You will begin to become aware of new choices in the moment where you say, this is a way of thinking that I have always held on to. I did not know it was something I could choose to let go of until I began to observe it. Once you observe it and you identify as the spirit instead, you will then feel more freedom to use your will in new ways. And this is the true essence and meaning of free will. To use your will in alignment with your higher self. As you use your will in alignment with your higher self, you will choose to break away from the programmed thinking and feeling and behavioral states. And then you will truly know what it means to live as a sovereign being. To live as a sovereign, free being means to be free from the grip of your programmed consciousness. To be a freely expressed spirit here in the physical form. This is what you will know as your true self. that being your true ecstatic self, joyous self, authentic self, real self, that will come into your awareness the moment that you choose to let go of giving your awareness to your programmed thought patterns, your programmed feeling states, your reactions. Watch them. Simply watch them. Notice them. Notice them. Practice spending time watching yourself. As you watch yourself, you will automatically begin identifying as the spirit and realize that if you are watching yourself, then you are not the thoughts, you are not the feelings, and you are not the knee-jerk reactions. Spend more time in your true self. Spend more time as the spirit and watch the thought patterns. Watch the reactions. Detach from them and allow the moment to be what it is, so that you can allow the light of your spirit to shine through your physical form and give you the gift of its ecstasy. We thank you and your collective for this moment that we have had to share our ecstasy, our truth, our perspective from the 8th dimension. It has been our honor and privilege, and we look forward to our next moment that we are given to share our wisdom with your collective. Thank you so much for joining today's transmission. I look forward to the next one. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon.